Hey, Simon, you're on mute.
Okay. I think I got it.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I see the ORY, victory, victory, that's our cry.
I love that.
Smart.
All right, people, good afternoon and happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing? All right, if you all know, let's get our team meeting started. So our mission is to provide agents with a place where they will be empowered, trained, and motivated to experience growth, wealth, and a legacy that allows them to live their best life possible. Our belief: when the values of your company align with your own beliefs, you know you found your professional home. And our vision: to achieve amazing professionals and personal development so that KW South Bay remains the agency of choice. I have to keep reminding myself that I need to do the slides today. And the problem is,
Keep reminding yourself, Simon.
it's this mouse is not working. Just a quick reminder, office will be closed Monday, July 3rd, Tuesday, July 4th, and we'll resume back on Wednesday, the 5th, okay? And due of Independence Day, so, okay? Does that mean that the office is literally close to the agent? No. That means that staff will not be here, okay? But we'll still be accessible. I know I will. If you need to still email me, text me, or call me, you can still call me, okay? I will still be available for all of you, okay?
It will be closed to slackers.
Yes.
This is the opportunity to really capitalize on the opportunity, because a lot of people are what? Usually are home or on vacation, but this is where you'll be able to really cultivate the opportunity. So again, just a quick reminder, Monday and Tuesday, the office will be closed. All right.
Hey, Simone, you went on mute again.
There we go. Thank you. So unfortunately, yeah, we did not take first place. We didn't take second place, but guess what? We took third place. A couple of people I want to really thank. One is Michael for being there and providing amazing photos and video today. And also Chris, too, Chris as well, who was there taking photos as well. And we had a couple of injuries as well, but there were troopers. Okay? Yeah, there were troopers. There is one right there. No, amazing. And what's so funny is that you know, as she was going into second place, I happened to not be looking at her because I was cheering everyone on. And then as soon as I turn around and see that she's falling, and it's like she fell, but she still was crawling to second. Yeah. Yeah. Folks. And this is why her nose was drenched in blood. Blood was coming out. I immediately ran over there and it was, wow.
So nobody got there until she was on second base.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right. So Jennifer did an amazing job. She got us to second. But she is definitely a trooper. Yeah. The other person, there was a couple of people that got hurt, but the other one was Zach. Everyone knows Zach. He slid into home run, or he jumped into home run, Yeah, and he
hit a home run.
messed up his knee. I think he slid into home base. So, but let me just play a quick little video that was created.
And you know you've got a customer.
The problem is I need a mouse pad.
You got someone that wants to.
Or you just need to know how to operate that.
Oh God.
You know what it's like it is. From Detroit. Always looking so lovely, China.
The problem is, of course, the mouse doesn't. There we go.
I think it's an operator.
So again, thank you to everyone that participate. I mean, we probably had the biggest audience, and everyone was a trooper, you know, working hard. And we started really, really cool and winning the first and the second. We ended up losing to Vista Sotheby's, and then ultimately to Remax. But again, it was such an awesome. That's why my face is a little burned for not listening to mom and say, hey, make sure to put some sunblock. You know, so, but yeah. So again, this was Friday. So congratulations to everyone. Huge success, and for sure next year we're gonna take King of the Hill. So being a trooper again. You're awesome.
To the video playback on that.
For everyone who's
It's so
therapy.
Absolutely. All right, a couple of announcements too. So congratulations, Real Trend announced the 2023. So congratulations to the Hoffman Murphy team and all of the Green team. All right, making the list.
Second and twice.
Also, Threshold Real Estate Group and Jay Pan. Okay. And Eladina made the list.
All right. We go out.
Okay, so now a quick update I have from KB Homes.
Killer Bud Homes.
Come up here and let's have a chat. So I have Danielle here providing you with some insights about KB Homes.
Killer Bud.
I'll take that for you. I'll take that. Yeah, great.
Hi, everybody. Look good and feel good. The energy's there. You can tell it's off. So I'm here to number one, introduce myself. And number two, I got some money here. I want to buy you some coffee. There are a couple $5, $10, and $20 bills in these envelopes. So if you participate with me today, I would love for you to come and pick one. I am here to talk about making the easiest sale you've ever made. And
I'm not becoming embarrassed. The problem is our audio too, so.
Yep. You walk in, sign the form, and you're done.
Yeah, they don't want us in there. They're like,
I'm a little different. I do want you there.
oh.
So, but I want to make it easy for you. I know you guys work hard. I have agent friends that literally follow me to communities to bring their clients or become really good friends of mine. I know what you do. I know how hard you work, and I'm here to make it easier for you. My name is Danielle Walker, and I work for KB Home. I'm one of their lead agents, and I've been in the building industry since 1997, where I started in corporate real estate and marketing for builders, and I started selling in 2002. My first project being Vista. Imagine being thrown into 2 HOAs, of elevators, methane gas on your first. That was me.
Awesome.
What I learned is that my sorry. Okay.
Okay.
I like to be like
I know.
sorry about that. So I am here today to kind of go over how I can help you make sales faster and easier. I would love for everyone to put their name, pass it around their card in here, and I'll do a drawing again, if you could. We have an amazing community in San Pedro. You're probably familiar. I've had at least 10 agents from this office come over for tours. Okay. How many of you have sold a new home at a new home community? Okay. Can somebody tell me what your experience was?
Easiest money you'll make in your life.
What's your name?
Bob.
Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob. Pick one.
Pick one. Pick one. I want a good one. That one.
You gotta tell us.
All right.
He is correct.
It's $1 million.
Absolutely.
Oh, $10.
So what essentially, can you tell us a little bit about like your experience?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're knowledgeable about any new home, I wasn't knowledgeable about this, I apologize, in your area, and if it's a fit for your buyer, here's what you do. You say, oh, we're going to go over to the KB Homes at Sky Point and Point Vista, and you walk in with them and you meet Danielle. Say, Danielle, this buyer has an interest in the properties here. You fill out a form and then you walk through the models with them or what have you. And if it is something they're interested in, Danielle takes it from there. Yes. And then 6 months later, 3 months later, 9 months later, whatever it is, you get a check.
Mm-hmm. Could be 30 days.
Could be 30 days. Could be 30 days. Yeah, you get a check.
How much involvement did you have in that transaction?
That much?
Okay. Would you?
Well, I mean, a little bit more than that. I might have reviewed the purchase agreement with them. I may have been at the final walkthrough. Sure. It was far less than any other buyer transaction. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you like having that level of involvement, or would you like to more? It's up to the client. Okay. How much involvement did you want me to have, buyer? Did you want my suggestions about improvements? Probably not.
Okay. Thank you for that. I wanted to hear your experience because I've gone to other offices and a lot of the agents say, well, the salesperson did everything. I had no involvement with my buyer. And I'm here to say at whatever level you want us to have is up to you.
Or what level the buyer wants me to have.
You would know that with your buyer.
Right.
So we would work together to satisfy the needs of your buyer. If I have it, great. Sometimes I don't. If they're looking for single level, I just don't have it. Right. But if I know of a community or a home that you have, bring me a flyer because I get people in every day. Maybe we're a higher price point. I need to know. My job is to help them find a house, whether it's with me or not. And if I have your information, I'm more than happy, especially in the area that I'm selling at that time, to give them that information so they can call you. Mm-hmm. So I can work with you in two different ways. If you have a buyer that you think could want what we're offering, you can call me. I know you guys are busy. You're sitting on open houses. You don't have time to always walk that buyer in. Hey, Danielle, I have a client. We really want to see it today. Can you give them a tour and call me after? I will have them fill out the reg card. I will attach your name to it, and that is your client. Okay.
Okay, so you will do that. I can probably have to say, hey, I'm sending you so you will do that. Not everybody does.
Maybe not. Yes. That was my client. I don't play that game. If this is your client and this person walked in and they didn't understand, which they usually don't, to say, hey, I'm working with a broker, then I'm okay. Call me directly. Send me an email directly. Okay. How many of you would like to have an easy transaction? So let me just tell you, I am here to make that happen for you. I have single family detached homes ranging from 1874 square feet up to 2542. They're brand new. I do have an HOA, they're low, 150 and 220. We do have a Melrose, but it's a brand new community. They have brand new sewer lines, brand new electrical, brand new roads. It's a beautiful place to bring your clients.
How many years for the Melrose?
So 2059, 26, long time.
Danielle,
yeah.
Can you explain to people what Melrose is? Because a lot of people
don't know that.
Yeah,
I'm from the Sacramento area, so I know Melrose.
County, we're in Melrose. Typically, you have a Melrose when it's a master plan community. So when there's a big piece of land and we need to develop that land, the city makes us extend the roads. When you do new construction, there are new roads there, new street lights, new court, that's all that. They make us do that in order to build. So that's a city thing. We have new sewer lines, new electrical systems in the ground, lighting systems. So everything is brand new. There was a bond set up, but then homeowners pay that bond off. And for here, for a private, I think it was 30 years. Here it expires 2059, 60. So it's a tax. So
Right, from a property tax standpoint, I usually calculate about 1.25 if there's Melrose. Is that about accurate?
So it's about 1.25% for the tax, and then another, you're looking at about 2% combined for the two.
Whoa.
Really? Yeah.
Damn.
And it's based on square footage.
Yeah.
It is a tax, so it will come on your property tax bill.
Right.
But it's significant. You're looking at easily 350 to 550 per month, in addition to your mortgage and HOA.
I like how you said that though. You were not being apologetic. You're like, look, this is what it is. This is what I agree. This is what you're getting.
It is, and I like to bring that up front so that people understand that we're going to work that fee into that total monthly that they're looking at. Okay, and it is based on square footage. I have 3 levels and I have 2 levels. Okay, so depending on what your buyer likes or needs, I have a lot of move down from Palos Verdes. People who have 8,000 square feet, they don't want the yard maintenance, kids are gone. They love my Westport community. It's 2 level, 2287 up to 2542. Beautiful, all 4 bedrooms. Yes.
Price range.
I'm sorry.
Price range.
So Westport or Skyview or both. So for Skyview, we're looking at about $1,029,000, brand new, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Single family detached. There are townhomes there. We have both of our communities are single family detached. They're legally described as such. With Westport, 1.28 for a 4 bedroom 3 bath, and up to about, I just sold our model literally yesterday, our biggest model, and that was 1.536. So that's the highest we've gone so far. Any questions?
You still got a few minutes. I have your slides here, but the problem with this mouse, it needs a mouse pad and just
no worries. Copy most of the flyers anyway.
It's like
Question.
running around here.
Okay. Do you provide financial incentives?
We do. We do. I kind of negotiate.
Yeah.
I negotiate a little differently for my buyers. So it's very different with each salesperson. We eat what we kill. So I'm going to fight for my.
I love that. I love that.
So it.
No, I just wanted to clarify the part about if you talk to any of your clients about KB Homes or any of the planned community, make sure they are super clear that if they go on their own, okay. KB Homes is actually pretty good about actually letting you register online your clients and with somebody like you to be able to actually have the person that will help you with that. If they go on their own, it's going to be very tough to fight. Okay, I sold one of the first space with Orton.
Oh yes.
And we had information, text back and forth saying that they were going to go ahead and sign, that they were going to add me afterwards, and we actually had to fight for that part of that permission. So it's really important to go register or go with your clients if they're going to go.
And even if you call us after the fact, just the way it works at KB, at LA Ventura Division, your commission has no effect on my commission. What I negotiate with the building, what I get paid has nothing to do with what you make. So for me, it doesn't matter. We, build in a certain percentage of what clients would have agents. I mean, I want to work with you.
I think it's important to note that it's a referral and it comes out of KB's marketing budget, correct?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Depends on the community.
All right. All right.
But yes.
I have your presentation if you want, Kara.
Sure, yeah.
This is one of them.
Somebody else had a question. I'm sorry.
I know. I know. It took me 2 months to get our bar in there. We show it like what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
We're like, getting ready to send the the offer to my buyer, you guys.
Yes.
And Brody was very nice and he actually texted me back and said, hey, your client reached out to me again.
Yes.
Nice.
We will, yeah.
So it took us 2 months to, get, but she got a better deal and a better corner lot, so it's all
Yes.
good. So that was very good.
Thank you, good to see you. So my client actually moved from lot 99 because it was already spec'd out. And she wanted to completely do it just like the model. So my buyer moved to lot 115 and your buyer got 99. So however we can work with you guys, not every team is this way. I get it, not every builder. But when I go to a builder, I'm like, do we want to sell homes? Do you want to make over 3%? I mean, what are we doing here, right?
Yeah.
So understand that I'm here for you. My partners are here for you. We do work independently, but we'll work with you. Yes.
What is the best way to go about checking to see if your client is already on one of your lists?
You can call me.
Okay.
We have a system, it's C3,
Okay.
so we can look them up and see if they've been in.
Only
Yeah.
for your, because for me, I have a client who's very interested in one down out in Wildomar area, so I need to call them specifically. Yeah,
I will, yeah.
yeah, okay.
Because our systems are not interconnected in that way.
Okay.
They're based on projects. But I would just call them and say, yeah, I met Danielle, and hey, she said maybe we could do, and just see what they, and sometimes it's determined by how many sales they're getting and the market and things like that. I know sometimes they'll pay 2%. I'm a big believer in 3%, but yeah, we'll work with you. We like to. So I just wanted to go over really quickly the two communities. These are a snapshot of the model homes that we have. So it gives you an idea of what they look like. They're 1874 up to 2233, 3-level. You always have a bedroom and bathroom on the first level. Really big open floor plans on the second level, and you always have the bedrooms on the top level. This is the 3-level. It's called Skyview. Okay. Oh, there's community pool, spa, fire pit. So we do have some really nice amenities, and it is a nice community. Like the buyers know each other. It's a really good community. If families are looking, single people who are looking to kind of mix and mingle, we have a lot of SpaceX, a lot of software engineers in our community.
How much is the HOA?
It's $150 for Skyview and $220 for Westport.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Any other questions about Skyview in particular? We are one of the only communities that has outdoor space. So if your clients have a dog, if they have young kids and they want to put like some play sets outside, we have the capacity for that here at Skyview. Our Plan 3 has a huge outdoor space. So, okay.
How did you mention commission? How much was the commission?
3%. Yeah, 3% and start from me.
I'm in.
Now, this is Westport. This is our premier community. It is also single family detached. It also has a really nice California rim. So it's a covered patio, and then you have even some more outdoor space outside of that. Very open floor plan. The sliding door slide all the way back, so it just completely opens up the outside to the inside and vice versa. So these start at 2287, they go up to 2542. Our plan 1 is a 4-bedroom. Our plans 2 and 3 are 5 bedrooms. A lot of people are working from home right now. They'll use that 5th bedroom for an office. They're all 2-car garages, of course. We have hose bib and gas as well on the patios for both communities as well.
Solar panels?
Solar panels are included in most of our move-in ready, including our models. If it's the home we're building from the ground up, they would elect to rent or use solar or add it to the purchase price. For Skyview, it's $16,035, and for Westport, it's $19,300. Okay. Any other questions? Somebody ask me a question. Whoever asked me a question next.
Okay, so you're that big complex right off of Western.
Yeah, it's off of Western, right across the Green Hills.
Gotcha, cool. Yeah, I have not been in there yet. I've driven by it 100 times. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Literally,
Oh, yeah, that's the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. South Road, Tone there.
You guys heard the question, does the builder provide financing? We have to do that through KB Home, and it's called KBHS. Also work with US Bank as another kind of. Okay, another financing partner, we use KDHS and US Bank. So yeah, we have financing. You can use an outside lender, but you forfeit our $15,000, $30,000 incentive that you could use towards closing costs and or interest rate buy down.
I know we have a lot of questions, so, for sake of time, we have another guest speaker to have. So just stick around for a little bit, and anyone that has specific questions,
Yes.
they can relay them to you.
And I wanted you to pick because Simon met me at the Coastal Keller
Yes.
Williams, and I just appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Here we go.
Right. Bunch we don't know. But I'll be here tonight, so I'm on.
All right, thanks, Daniel.
We did.
I'm impressed they're coming to real estate agents. Usually it's, oh yeah, maybe you can show up.
All right. 1 second. Hi, Jen, are you on call?
Yes, I'm here. How are you doing?
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, do you have a share capability?
Okay, fantastic. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, 1 second. Hold on. God, I need my net. Exit screen. 1 second, Ken. I apologize. I'm just want to make sure. Okay, go for it. Do you have a share capability?
All right. Yeah, it's there. I got it. I'll be sharing. Hi, everybody. This is a great view. You are the only office who lets me look at who's in the audience as well as the speaker at the same time. That is fantastic. Almost lost it. And then everybody on the screen. So hi, everybody out there in Zoom land and in South Bay. So how's the weather out there? Well, it just hit 100 degrees. And I'll tell you my last 3 days, we don't have power. I'm running on a generator. So there's no air conditioning because it's on the essentials kind. And it's pretty hot right now. It's about 100 degrees out here in Memphis, Tennessee. My name's Ken, and that's been my story for the last 3 days, plus about 10 huge trees have fallen down. We had a bad windstorm blow through here on Sunday night. I want to introduce myself. My name's Ken Boley. I work with Capstone Financial. We're advisors, and we have partnered with, or KW has partnered with us. So we're not a vendor, we're a partner, and we've put together what's called KW Perks. By a show of hands, this is why I think this camera's great. By show of hands out there, who's heard of KW Perks in South Bay at the tables or on the screen? I know Kim has. Kim and I have talked last year. Anybody else? Very few people. And you know why you haven't heard of it? Say why.
Why?
Why? Because you guys don't read your emails.
That's what I hear. Yes, you're right. 100%.
So the main communication has always been email through KW Perks by the company, by me, by Capstone, by anybody last year that wanted to try to get the word out. And what I hear from every agent that I talk to is we get so many emails, I don't read the emails. So this year I wanted to meet you guys kind of in person. So I appreciate that. And explain it to you and what you have here. Okay. So what you have is and I'm going to bring it up on the screen now, if that's okay. I'm going to see if I could share this thing. Tell me when you guys can see it, because I can't see the audience anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. So Real Agent Perks, this is important for those of you who don't know or have not heard of Real Agent Perks. It's a pretty powerful package. All right. One of the things about this package is it has 9 different health choices. And the health choices, from what I understand in California, are very reasonable compared to what you can pick off of the marketplace, if you were using the marketplace, or other carriers, for instance. All right. So you have medical, dental, vision, all in one. 3 different size plans. There's guaranteed issue. So if you've had cancer in the past 5 years, or you've had a heart issue in the last 5, there is guaranteed issue plans for you. So that's what I mean by the power of this. 9 different plans. Some of these plans have health savings accounts. This is where Gary is trying to go with this platform, is actually number 1, I think it's chapter 8 of his book, talks about risk management and taking care of that. That's this stage. But this stage also has the beginning parts of what's called a health savings management. So this health savings account hooked to the right type of medical plan, you can put money away tax-free. Wouldn't it be nice to pay for your prescription with 100% of your dollars instead of your 100% of your dollars minus taxes? So that's what a health savings account can do. It's like an IRA on steroids that you can use right away as long as it's for health savings. Once you get into more intricate modes in financial planning, people may use this as a planning tool for later on, right? So that's a big thing. We all work by commission, right? You work by commission, I work by commission. And we never really know the ups and downs. We know we have these ups and downs in our payments, right? But you got to be able to put money away systematically. You got to be able to pay for certain things on a systematic basis based on your work ethic, right? And a little bit of luck in your case out there with interest rates and shortage of supply. You have disability income in a couple different forms out there. Who out there right now, by a show of hands, because I can see on screen, is the breadwinner in your family or the sole person in your family? We got a couple of you. What does disability insurance do? Insurance, it's brought to you on this platform, especially because I see a bunch of females out there. Females are the most expensive to actually insure in the world of disability. Why? Because you guys can live with pain a lot longer than we do. If you didn't know that, who has the babies around here, right? We would never be able to do that kind of stuff. Disability income protects you in the event of accident or in sickness. So if something happened to you and took you out of the game of selling homes for 6 months to a year to a couple of years, what's going to replace your income coming in? And if someone says to me, my spouse has me covered for disability, I'm going to argue till I'm blue in the face that you're wrong and you don't know what you're talking about, because they don't. Disability is an individual package that you would take on your own. One of the biggest things about disability, you would think that it was accidents that are the biggest culprit here. It's actually sicknesses. How many of you, again, because I like participation from the audience, know someone who's had cancer, had a heart issue, heart attack within the KW family? Who here sponsors KW's, the charity that they have out there, KW, what's it called? Someone help me out, Simon? KW Cares, right? Is it KW Cares? That person, if a person applies there, they can only get $33,000 max. They did a video a little while ago, and maybe you saw it, maybe you haven't, but it was a guy that had a heart transplant. That was a KW agent. And he got $33,000 max. If there was a disability policy in place, he might have gotten it until he was 65, right? Depending on if he ever came back to work. Something has to put money on the table to pay the mortgage, pay the rent, the electric bill, the internet bill, right? And if you're not working, selling homes, how do you protect that? So disability insurance is being offered in that protection. So if you're a homeowner, not a homeowner, the breadwinner of the house, single person with a family, you might want to consider taking a look at that. And that's what I can do to help you out. Now, the other things that out there, I got to kind of move the little screen here. I'm going fast because I don't want to tie up your time. There's a whole spot for what's called worksite voluntary benefits. What these are is they bring money into the house if something happens to you, right? Again, it's bringing money into the house, put food on the table, pay the rent, maybe the gas bill, the car bill, not a mortgage in California. That was a joke. Go ahead, you can laugh. I see $1 million homes up for sale there. That looked like those were starter family homes. All right, but anyway, volunteer benefits help those who cannot get through an underwriting because there's no underwriting that has to be done. You just sign up for the benefit and you run with it. And in this case, they have what's called short-term disability, hospital indemnity, accident, critical illness, coverages that help your finances secure in the event of a major accident. So it's all combined into one. It's a high, low, medium. Take a look at it. It's pretty easy to understand. They also have term life that's out there. Everybody needs life insurance in some way. Now, listen, I am being an advisor. One of the things that I can do is I can help you facilitate. If you guys have any questions, more than willing to help you here. But if you guys are successful in this business, have a family, a successful spouse, or maybe you're individual, but you need guidance in the financial world today, because it's kind of crazy, I can also help you out there if you wanted to. If you want to take a look at this is the hyperlink. This is what I've been sending you on those emails, but it's realagentperks.com. If I push this hyperlink, it's going to take you to, and I'm going to try it. It's going to take you to a screen. It's going to be, of course, a different screen that's not. Let me see if I can share this screen. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to reshare because I got two screens. I'm going to go over to this. I'm going to share it right there. It's going to go over to this type of screen for you. Tell me when you can see it.
We can see it.
All right. So it's real simple. What it is everybody has an account. I can't go to CryeLike. I can't go to any of your competitors, Prudential, whoever your biggest competitors out there. Keller Williams is the only ones who can get this benefit. Okay. And this is kind of groundbreaking in the sense in that it's very close to employer benefits. Like who's the Redfin has out there, but the commissions are real low or something. Anyway, these guys right here, the Keller Williams side, you put your name in, you put how you want to look at. You're not signing up for anything. It's just your account, right? And it's off of Keller Williams email address, home, zip code, partnership, children, calculate, right? So it's going to come up with the plans for you. That doesn't mean you want to buy any plans. It's just giving you the parameters for your family. And what that does is it also sets up the parameters for all the other products out there, except for disability, which is a custom built product. And it's a protective, and it's because there's a lot of ins and outs to disability. All right. Matter of fact, there's a kicker within the disability side that if you are a high producer of over $150,000 the last couple of years, you could get guaranteed modified issue in the event that you've had some kind of illness or would be declined under any normal circumstances. That's part of the Keller Williams package here. So in the case from the feedback that we've gotten across the country with 180 some odd thousand agents, one is inventory is tight, interest rates aren't the issue, beating people and getting my offer in is, and that these benefits who signed up for them and looked at them like them, right? Some people can better the pricing because their spouse has a better package at their work or what they're looking at. And that's fine. This is for folks that don't have any or are looking to cut their costs a little bit at the same time. So I'm going to open it up, open the floor. You guys have any questions over the information that I just kind of put out?
Any questions?
Do you compare what you have right now with what you have, with like you will compare? Like when I have something that I will be able to find out what you have or what I have, would you be able to?
I didn't hear her.
You're going to have to speak up again. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And she compare what she currently has with what you provide.
Sure, she can. She can go on the website, go to realagentperks.com, that hyperlink, put her information in. And if she gets confused, ma'am, if you get confused, you can actually call a 1-800 number and they will compare your plan to theirs. Now, please remember, you're halfway through the year, right? Health insurance deductibles run on a calendar year. So if you have deductibles already stacked up or you've paid into your plan already toward the deductible, you're at July, you might want to just keep this information for later on unless you find you haven't paid anything in. There's no ramifications in moving your plan. just keep that in mind when you go, if you do like what you see and you want to enroll. This is an evergreen enrollment, means it can happen at any time of the year. Okay, so when you're bringing on new agents, you can send them to me and I can walk it through. If you have agents who have questions about this stuff, can do it. A lot of times it's people that it's too late to help them. I was diagnosed last week with a spot on my lung. I was in an accident last week, all those kind of things. So don't, insurance is bought in the anticipation of things happening, not after the fact. Okay. And you can go broke, you can go bankrupt if you don't have the right things in place and something happens. And that is where my job is, to take care of you. That's what Gary Keller wanted to do when he put this package together with my boss, Scott. And these two guys got together and they put this together. They said, hey, this is what we need to do. It's what we want to do for these agents and give them this big offer. Let's use the mass number of people that we have to lower the cost. And that's what they did.
Beautiful. Any other questions for Ken? Okay, well, Ken, thank you very much. Appreciate insight. And again, if you do have any questions, concerns, you can always direct them to the site. If you're looking into possibly getting insurance, health insurance, this is part of KW's wellness. Okay. Again,
do you want me to put my email in the chat with a phone number in case anybody wants to get it?
Yeah, absolutely. If you can please, that would be great.
I'll do that. Everybody have a good year.
Round of applause.
My wife's a theater, so okay, that's gonna happen.
All right, well, let's continue with our team meeting. So let's bring up Chris Rivera.
First of all, I'm going to say thank you. I didn't have to call up Fred. I won't steal your thunder. I'm going to leave that to Fred.
Chris, I'm just curious, whose office is this?
Here we don't shoot messenger, so I'm going to get the ugliness out of the way first. Rates, stubbornly high. Pushing up to 7% right now. Conventional loans, high sixes, depending on your parameters, FICO score, down payment, that sort of thing. Governments right about mid sixes, so they're stubbornly high. We do anticipate those going down. It's just a matter of when, not if, right? So that's the bad. Don't shoot the messenger. It is what it is. But with that said, there's still a lot of people looking to buy, right? I mean, you guys are making offers on properties. You're seeing multiple offers. You're going up against 3, 10 offers on properties. Even with rates that pushing up to 7%, it's still moving, right? So there's still great opportunity out there. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. A couple of weeks ago, there was a lady who came in. What was her name? Nina Cooper. Nina, right? She came in here and she said a couple of things that really resonated with me. The first thing was just about marketing. And a lot of times when we get ourselves into these situations of the market being down, we pull back, right? We get very conservative. We don't want to spend money on advertising, marketing, that sort of thing. Or we take time off, kind of coast. We allow the people to come into our marketplace and take a share of what we had, right? That's just kind of what happens. Well, this is an opportunity for you guys to gain market share. But one of the things that I heard her say was something I've done over the last 5+ years. She mentioned something called HomeBot. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but HomeBot is really just a sophisticated AI valuation model. It's allowed me to capitalize on the market for 2019, 20, 21, 22 when rates were low. Because everyone in my database, my past clients, I stayed in front of them. We send them out something every month. They know what the value of their house is. This is a great opportunity for you guys to gain market share. So the owners of HomeBot were, well, I should say the founders, part of the founders came from RPM Mortgage, my last company. Well, they branched off and they started another, go ahead and put the other screen. They started another company called Home Dash Board. Now, the problem with HomeBot was it was really old clunky and it was restricted for you as agents. It really was just for your past clients, but it never really helped you get any future clients. And then it limited you to only 500 people that you could put into the system. That was it. Well, with the Home Dashboard, we're going to have a training in a couple of weeks. I really urge all of you guys to come. This is revolutionary, where you can put in an entire farm into your Home Dashboard. Think about that. That should be a huge light right now. How many people here have farms? Everyone, right? You either mail to them, you door knock to them, you phone call them, right? Do they tell you if you're door knocking and you knock on a door, they're not there? Does that home call you 2 weeks later saying, hey, they want a valuation of their home? If you mail out to them your newsletter 2 weeks later, does that newsletter tell you, hey, they finally looked at it, they wanted to know the value of their home? This Home Dashboard will do it. Now, HomeBot is the same mechanism. I have about a 65% plus click rate or open rate. And it tells me, it sends me a report every week, tell me who got it, who opened it up, when they opened it up, and what they looked at. This is powerful information. So during the refi frenzy, I knew who was looking at their valuation of their home. Why? Because they probably thinking about refinance. So it's easy for me to just call them up and say, hey, hi, John, I haven't talked to you in a few years, right? How are you doing? Right? It was an easy transition to get that refinance. It's going to be the same thing for you guys. You can put it in your farms. You will get notification of when they're looking at it, how long they looked at it.
So this is basically CoreFact.
Basically.
Okay.
Kind of like it's through Black Knight. This is the most sophisticated AI stuff out there for valuations. We use it as lenders, and we put it through for a DU or LP, and we get an appraisal waiver. It's through this mechanism. That's
Francine Hilton. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Well, not Francine, but
yeah. So it's CoreFact.
I have to tell you, this is going to be something you all want to do. It's first come, first serve. Once you put your farm in there and that homeowner accepts your invites, they're locked into you. And as we get it out, this is going to grow, right? Whoever has the contact has the contact for life. They're never going to click out of it. They're always going to want to know one thing. Well, they want to know more than one thing, but the number one thing a homeowner wants to know is what is the valuation of their house. And this program will allow it to happen for you. And so I strongly suggest that you guys come to our training in 2 weeks. Bring your farm together. Get together with your title person. Have them do the reverse directories, find out the phone numbers and the email addresses of your homeowners in your farm. So we can show you how to upload them into your own account. So you can create your own account as well. So put it on your calendar. It's going to be on the office calendar, but it's in 2 weeks, Thursday at 11 o'clock.
Okay. I know you usually don't like recording your sessions. Is that one going to be recorded by any chance to review? Because I'm not out of town.
I'm out of town too.
Probably it's not going to be me talking, so you don't have to worry about that. It's actually one of the owners is going to do the presentation, so he'll walk you through it. So I probably will allow that to go online because it's not really just me. But I think it's something that you all want to know, because if you guys have farms, you want to be the first person in your farm that's going to roll this out, and you can do unlimited. Just imagine that. You just uploaded 4,500 people into your database. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to get it because they have to accept it, but you're going to invite them, right? And it takes time. Pretty soon, you're going to go from 200 to 400 to 1,000 to 1,500 people that are in your farm that are clicking on this thing, getting their evaluation each and every month. Okay? Any questions? All right, I'm done.
Good information. Thanks, Brad.
All right, if I can get Francine up here with oh, awesome. Oh yeah. Thank you. All right, give it to us.
Hi, Francine, can you stand up?
Yeah, the first thing you've ever heard that way. So we often
wow.
You can smack me.
Take that envelope.
I know, right?
Take that.
I'm doing closing gifts. Who here has Setco or use Setco in their home? Nice and proud with your hand high. See, look around at all the beautiful, smart people with their hands. If you guys haven't heard of Petco, the company has been around for over 70 years. The products covered under forever guarantee, free sharpening, free replacement, high quality products. It's like the Bentley or Rolls Royce of buying things for your kitchen and home. What we do, instead of giving consumable gifts, can you guys tell me some gifts that you've seen given at the closing table?
Gift cards.
Gift cards. There you go. What happens to most of these gifts? Let's say a month later.
Gone, disappeared,
Right.
never seen again.
And they're spent, gone forever. And although we all enjoy those gifts, they just don't leave a lasting impression or lasting relationship between you and your clients long after the close. Mike Ferry says that 80% of clients said that they would use their agent again if only they could remember them. But NAR did a study, and you guys guess how many people can actually name, or what percent of people can name their agent after just 2 years? Can you guess the percent?
7.
You're close. It's actually only 13% after 2 years.
Yep.
So essentially what that means for you, the intention is there, your plans have the intention to use you again, but what system do you have in place that's ensuring that they don't have the opportunity to forget you just 2 years later? Not that long, right? So what we do, we take the Cutco product, engrave your name, your logo, your information on there. We can put a nice tagline like sharpest blender in town, or your cutting edge realtor. My favorite is quit cutting my commissions. But this puts a super easy system in place for you, makes your gifts 100% tax deductible. Because it's all under marketing and advertising.
Yeah.
And you guys know the IRS typically only allows us to write off $25 per client. So now you can actually divert your funds that you're already spending more strategically for your business. And we did do some very extensive research, and we found 2 things to be true. One is that all of your clients have a kitchen, and they all use food. And they're going to use the kitchen.
That's amazing.
Because the studies for you. Our most popular gifts, they range from about $100 to $300. Okay, so most of the agents we work with, they'll order about a 6 to 12 month supply. Again, so your gifts are ready in hand. But it's a super easy system in place for you. Grab the gift and you're ready to go. One less thing to worry about.
What?
But I know we're not the end all be all of gifting. For example, Rosie, she includes what do you call it? Cutting board along with her Cutco gift. And so that way you get the best of both worlds. You can customize it and still have something that they can use long term to remember you by. Also, when you think about it, what is a gift that you can give your clients that they're going to use almost every day for years to come, right? American made, high quality, covered under forever guarantee. I know one, it's Petco. So what I would like to do for you guys, I know some of you would like, I'm sorry.
What about for the girls?
For all of you, for all of you, if you prefer male or
Now really take that envelope away from me.
right? So if you would like more information on our Cutco Closing Gift program, I'm going to go ahead and pull these out, your handy dandy cell phone or your business card. If you don't have a cell phone or a business card, you can just leave me a 50 when the gift passes around. I have 3 kids, so that can handy. I'm going to give you my cell phone number. So open your texting app, but don't text me quite yet. So my phone number is 562-715-88
8863. Again, 562-715-8863. Don't text me yet, but what I want you to include is your name and email. And if you want more information on the program, just go ahead and text me. I'll know to follow up with you. But I do like to reward people for taking action. This is one of my favorite offices. I always love to share that Simon was one of the first managers who gave me the opportunity to share this program when I was newer. So thank you for that. So this is one of my favorites. So what I'm going to do for you guys, for the first 4 people who would like to stock up on their gifts or get started on our program for the first time, what I'm going to do is lock you into our half price engraving, which is good, as you know, for your order today and all of your future orders with me. So half price engraving for life and your gifts. I'm also going to buy you $120 worth of Cutco for your own home collection, so we can build your Cutco collection as you build your clients, and you get to actually experience the awesomeness of the product itself. So half price engraving, $120 of Cutco for yourself, and I'll do that for the first 4 people who want to order today. So if you want to be one of those 4, when you text me, make sure to include the words "I'm in." So your name, email, the words "I'm in," and I'll hang out today as well for any questions you may have. Thank you guys for having me.
My last clients that I sold on rent.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have been there for like 10 years. And when I went to their house, to sign the listing agreement, for, they were there, they say, we use it all the time. And some of them even asked me, oh, do you have, different, items? Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, friends. Appreciate it. All right, we're almost done. Before we start our celebration of giving our farewell to Holland, you know that Friday is our last day, right? All right, so I got Dave Bashar, one of our TW commercial. Let's give him a round of applause. I got so tell us.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It's not a celebration. Why do you say celebration?
Center. The memorial service.
Memorial service. My condolences. Seriously. No, really. I mean, I was just saying, is she here? Is she hiding in the back?
She's probably up in the front right now.
It's very important when you're in a company. I mean, put this young man and that other young man aside, really, but people like her, Natalie, and I apologize, what's the new person's name? Allie, is she here?
Yes.
Is anybody listening? I mean, me, I'm not even in this office, so like, you know what? They're like, send this, get this, and you know what? We really appreciate it. So give them a round of applause. Not even being in this office. If I was here, I mean, they would have thrown me out by now. But
well, just to clarify, he is part of the office.
Part of the office, but I
have a office in general.
Yes. So, I like to come down here and say hi, high five some of the beautiful, wonderful agents like we did yesterday with Manny at Calabasas. It's bringing back memories. When I was at Marcus Belichick 28 years ago, I would go offices. I would go from Encino to Long Beach. Give me that. Remind me of that. Bring back memories. So I'm here to present 4 properties. I'll go through them real quickly. And as I mentioned last time I was down here, I know you guys do single family and you deal with people that, hopefully you're selling their property and then they'll say, well, you know what? I don't want to go single family anymore. I have the money. What do you think I could do? Put it in the bank, get 4.5%, 5%, which is happening these days, believe it or not. You said US Bank, they're offering 4.75. Phenomenal. But what you don't understand, or these guys don't know, is that 4.75, you're paying interest. No good, right? Real estate is the way to go. And what better than an investment, commercial real estate? And if you're holding for the next 5 to 10 years, or whatever the time is, you don't need to get the cash flow, but you got the principal reduction, a lot of advantages, the taxes, the interest, right? So real estate is the way to go, even if you're making 5% of the bank. So something like this, the person sells the house, he has some money. We are selling lease investment, a single tenant sushi restaurant. Okay, I've been there personally. First floor, you get a sushi bar, tables and chairs. Second floor, karaoke bar.
This is located at 139 North Citrus in city of Covina. It's the area where it's got foot traffic, car traffic, it's got pedestrian, people that want to go out in the evening, that's what this is, okay? And this tenant has been here, believe it or not, for over 30 years. They have 11 other locations, right? We're representing the seller. Seller is not the tenant, right? So tenant, landlord. This was listed about 3.5 weeks ago for $1,695,000, okay? And after about 3.5 weeks passed by, the owner, who's in touch with me every other day, very motivated due to health, he has to sell. He said, listen, what is it gonna take? I said, you know what, right now, more than ever, you gotta price it right, you gotta be smart. He says, let's go, reduce it. So we reduced the price by $120,000 just a few days ago, okay? And that's what we're here to present. So from 1,695 down to 1,575, and that's not the only thing. This tenant is got a lease that runs out at end of July, paying only $1.07 a square foot. Any restaurant space, I don't care where you are. Anyway, I can almost guarantee you about say 2,000 to 3,000 square feet. You probably average anywhere from $2 to $3, $2 to $4 a square foot. So the rent on this is about 1/2 or 1/3. Okay, and I'll give you rent comps all day that will support that. So not only do you get a single tenant investment and motivated setup, but you got a huge upside in rent. Okay, that's what you have here. Okay, and being there for so many years, the chances of the tenant taking off is probably going to be 0 to maybe 20%. I can't make any guarantee, but you think about that. This is for someone that wants a passive investment. It just probably gets a check in the mail, because on this lease, the way it's set up, everything inside is responsibility of the tenant. Outside, just the roof and outside walls, is the landlord. And that's the beauty of having just one tenant, especially retail. Okay, so lease investment, single tenant. We'll go on to the next one. All right, this is a property, again, a single tenant, same kind of situation, but it's auto related. So if you have anyone that calls you and says, hey, you know what, I'm looking for like a mechanic shop, I'm looking for like an auto repair, or I'm looking for like a body shop. When I hear that kind of stuff, this is what I would put in front of them. That same person that, is buying a house or selling a house, they're in the auto related business. I'm sure everyone that's here has got, a client that probably would look at something like this. It's not for everyone. So the property itself, the building is just shy of 1,300 square feet, sits on over 16,000 square feet of land, okay? This is located at 6811 Santa Fe Avenue in Huntington Park, one of my favorite cities. Predominantly Hispanic, demographics are phenomenal. We sold this property to the current owner because they have a loan that's due. Instead of going out and refinancing, they decided they're going to sell because they have another project that they're dealing with. So they take the money after paying off the loan and put it in that other, investment. Okay, and that's the motivation about selling this property. 6811 Santa Fe Avenue. The tenant has been here also for many years. They are month to month, and either an owner user comes into the picture and use the place for themselves, or they renegotiate with the existing tenant, or they check the city of Huntington Park about what they can develop here, perhaps a mixed use, apartments. That's something that they can check with the city. Okay, so you have 3 ways of going about it. All right, and that's again 6811 Santa Fe Avenue in Huntington Park. Next one. And I know it's difficult to see, so please see us, me, Eric. We're gonna stick around for a few minutes. We'll get you the package, we'll get a video, we'll get you whatever you need to help you sell the property, even get you on, get us on the phone if need be to help you put a deal together. Okay. Next property is smack in the middle of Westwood Boulevard. Great location in the west side. All right. It's located at 1611 through 1615 Westwood Boulevard. I would say about maybe 3.5 months ago, we just sold the property a block away. That was at corner of Ohio and Westwood, and that sold. The building has 17,000 square feet, sold just under $700 a square foot. This is a much smaller building, right? So when you go smaller, your price per square foot goes up. This one is listed for a price of $5,450,000. Just a beautiful building. The current owner bought this about maybe 10, 11 years ago. They spent just under $1 million renovating this property, inside, outside. It's probably one of the, most sexiest property we have that I have on my list. And when I say that is, I love glass. So if you look at this, and the seller is an architect, by the way, so he has wonderful taste. It's all glass. So if I want to have an office, which I would take that in a heartbeat, it's all open. I get a lot of sun, and that's what I love. I don't know, other people have other ways of going about it, but it's just a beautiful building, great taste, and a lot of money spent, in it. So it's perfect for a user that's going to come in, put their office for all of it, half of it, and then rent out the rest. He gets calls all the time for, renting out the space, but he's very picky about who he brings in, okay? And if you're familiar, I call Westwood Boulevard Little Tehran. If anybody from Iran here, no? You are? There it is. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's up and down. You see a lot of the, the Iranians, you got the produce, you got the bakery, and that's kind of the location. Just south of UCLA, north of Google, south of the future metro. Whoever buys this property, in the next 5 to 10 years, it only goes up. Okay, with all that stuff that's going on around this property. All right, so 1611 through 1615 Westwood Boulevard. And by the way, we can get anybody in here just with like a 2-hour advance notice because our office is only like 10 minutes away. So give us a call if you'd like to bring somebody over to see it. And remember, instead of leasing, the advantages of purchasing, even the rates are higher, even though interest rates, they used to be 4.5%, now it's in the 6s or 7%. It still pays to buy than to lease, okay? And that's a different subject. Do we have anything else?
I think we have one more.
One more, okay. And this is a corporate lease, Dollar General, that we listed approximately 3 weeks ago as well. Again, Dollar General, they're one of the best, like the discount stores, like similar to your Dollar Trees, your 99 cents only. They're known to go into those rural areas, not where you have a lot of traffic, your demographics are high. They're like, middle of nowhere, but they do their study and they are they're attracting, for example, Montgomery, Florida to the south, Montgomery to the north. This property is located in Brantley, Alabama, okay? Tenant has been there for more than 15 years. They have a lease for 5 years with 5-year options. Okay, and basically every option, there's an increase of 10%. Okay, we have listed this property, we call it bite size, just under $1 million, $950,000, 6.8 cap. This is the kind of deal that, again, you just get a check in the mail every month. All right, the owner hasn't even seen this property. They're selling it now. That tells you something, right? And great tenant to do business with, very similar, like 7-Eleven or Starbucks. But he's selling because he's taking the money and he's going into a bigger property. And that's the reason. We can deliver this with a little bit of flexibility. But again, it's perfect for an investor that's looking just totally be passive, just get a check in the mail, and he wants to be just under $1 million. Okay? Again, Dollar General in Brantley, Alabama. And this is co-listed with one of our agents out of our KW network up in Alabama. Best number to reach me at is my cell, text, call. Doesn't matter if it's midnight, 6 a.m., 3 a.m. Sometimes I'm 24/7, especially if I'm traveling. So feel free to just send out a text. 310-710-5626. I repeat, 310-710-5626. We have about 7 other properties out on the market in addition to what I presented. We have a list that's, I think, going to go to everybody's box, or it's going to be out here. Eric is here. I'm here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give us, just coming over, or just give us a call later. Any questions at this moment? No? All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you right out here.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, I think we have one more last slide. It's time to celebrate. So we have some nachos, Dr. Pepper, and flaming hot Cheetos. I guess that's Holland's favorite. So.